Let's get started. So today, the topic of the entire webinar would be the introduction about what exactly this entire math season is going to be and how this is, the ideal steps to follow, the past analytics, how the things happen, and the points to remember, and your plan, how you would have to, structure yourself under this entire timeline. All right. Basically, a worksheet which is a demo version of your main application, which you have to complete before your application season starts. That is basically your ERAS CV, which called as. Okay. So ERAS CV is nothing, it's just a ERAS worksheet which you have to completely fill up so that you can get an idea that what all is available in my CV and what all is missing and what extent it is available. Let's say for an example, if it is about clinical rotations. So how many clinical rotations I have done it and what I'm supposed to add on it. So if we talk about clinical rotation, one thing is Indian experiences are also a part of it, right? So people used to add clinical rotations as an Indian rotation as well. So you can do it, that's not a problem. But the only thing is you have to well prepare before your ERAS season starts. So that is your review, CV, and plan activities. If something is missing, let's plan it. Second one is, hi Aisha, can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Prepare documents like pathway certification, ERAS token, LORs, and transcripts. So one thing which I would like to inform all of you, since most of you guys are the first taker. So there are a lot of things which comes under this journey, which you have to keep in your mind that this should be done till this date. Okay. So one is the token that is called ERAS token. Once you collect this token, then only you can apply for the Match 2025 cycle. Okay. Second one is pathway certification. If you are done with pathway certification, then you are eligible to comply all the conditions after getting successful match. Okay. So you have to complete your pathway certification on and before this year end, that is 31st of December 2024. Okay. LORs. So that is a very, you can say one of the hot topic in all the mindsets, right? What what exactly comes under this LOR? Is it a USC LOR or it is a dean's letter or it is a coordinator letter or it is something what? So basically it can be anything. But most of the time LORs what is most preferable, that is the US LORs. And that will be given electronically. So if we talk about electronic LORs, so these electronic LORs will be given through a portal called LORP, Letter of Recommendation Portal. Okay, and that portal will be given to a preceptor or a person under which you are rotating. Okay, so they will be allocating you the LOR at the time of your applications. So you must have to inform to your uh, preceptor under which you are rotating that my application season is 2025 and I would be requiring that letter on and before the tentative dates might be like 10th of September, 12th of September, 15th of September. But the only point is you have to initiate a request from the ERAS only. So you can't generate it right now. So example, like you say, just now I informed to my preceptor and then they will give it to me in the next 2 days. No, it's not. You need it on the portal. Your request will be generated over the portal only. Okay. But this should be in your mind. Okay. And the least thing, okay, that is a personal statement which you have to write of your own. But the most important thing, the way you write and the way the program director wants you to write is very different. So that should be professional. That should be something which is telling your story in the words which they want to listen. Okay, so you need to get review from not one, two, three, multiple layers if you have the good connects, or else pick up someone professional who can do it on the behalf of you. Okay, So these are the things which are super crucial in terms of documentations on and before September. Okay. The third one is shortlisting based on scores and preference. See, how many of you have some idea like how to shortlist the program? Let's say I'm just asking any of you, what would be the best practice you will be going to do at the time of your ERAS application for shortlisting? Any suggestion, anything which you would like to share? Priharshini, Ravendra, Faraz, Meghna, Priyanka, a lot of people are there. Great. Frida, by location and visa, Residency Explorer. Anyone else? IMG friendly places, match a resident. Anyone else? There are a lot of people are saying different stories. So let me give you some reality. Okay, I think this is the time we have to show this. Then only you believe. Okay, and you could get some more clarity on it. We have searched internal medicine and we have randomly chosen a program. Let's do again. Okay, so we have chosen this internal medicine and we are on this Brookwood Baptist Health Program. So one thing which is very important for you to first understand and analyze it, what program best describe as, that is community based, university based, or else anything else. Okay. The second one is how many positions are available, how many seats are available. Let's say a program who is an IMG friendly but having only 2 seats in internal medicine, don't you think it is going to be super competitive for you if there are only 2 seats in a program? And if there are a program such like there are 15 positions available in the first year, that would be really great for you. You might have less competition, right? Third thing is, which you have to see is your eligibility, whether you are complying to that particular program or not, like these conditions. Step one, step two, CK. So yeah, it is required, but it is the passing just we needed. Year of graduation gap is again important. That is 3 years. All right. Now, the last one which comes in the location. The location is what, like, see, it is always be depending on program, not on the location. There are a lot of locations like New York. There are a lot of program accepts IMGs, but a lot of programs do not accept IMGs. So you have to make sure that whether the program is accepting or not. Yeah, location is an advantage to you if you're applying to a program where there are IMG friendly. So there is a fair chance that that program might take you. Okay. Another one is visa. So we all know the visa is the very big challenge for us since we are an IMG. So we require visa either J1 or H1B. So one thing I would like to update, if you are aspiring H1B visa, you are planning to get H1B visa, you have to complete your step 3. Okay, on and before the confirmation of this visa. Okay, so during your interviews, you have to confess that you are done with your step 3, then only they'll be going to allocate you the visa. Okay, rest you'll get the J1. Okay, now how do you come to know that this program is IMG friendly? Do you have any idea? How would you like to, how do you search about it? Yeah, anybody is having any idea? How do you come to know about this Brookwood Baptist Health Program is an IMG friendly? Or there are certain IMGs which are studying there? What are the ways to find it? There is a section called resident and fellow characteristics. 3 years average. Medical school type does not include the graduates of Canada. So Canadians are not included in it. And let's see this USMD, like the US doctors, IMGs, international medical graduates, 18%. DOs are 40%. So there are certain IMGs who are there in United States under this program. So you can see from this section as well. Now, what are the rest thing which matters? That might be your vacations, that might be your salary, that might be your allowances, that might be the work structure, that might be your interest. So a lot of things which impact, which matters to you, right? But this Frida is giving you a lot of information which is well enough for you, even the program director details and the coordinating details. All right, even their websites. But what if you might not able to get the same information in the other program under the Frida itself? Let's see this Southeast. This is available with all. Let's see Thomas Hospital program. What it is. There is no complete information. Accreditation length is there, but there is what program it is. It is a community based or it is a university based. We don't know. We don't have anything related to this program information and other informations. Nothing is there. So I don't think so. Okay, you can get the complete information through Frida itself as well. So what is the best way to do it? So the best way to do it is find Frida. If not get it, go to the website only. And then you have to plan your entire Excel sheet, you can say, or tally sheet on anything. Okay, and then go to this program like pharmacy is there. This is internal medicine, and just go to this salary benefits, how to apply. So when we go to how to apply, and then these details are there. Let's see this checklist. So I hope you are able to understand. A lot of information are not even available on Frida as well. So you have to do a second checklist that is through the website. But again, another problem is there are certain websites which are not being updated since a long time. Example, let's say a program who might be taking um, the student last year 30-40% of IMGs, now they might not be taking it. Okay, so that's what the reason behind, doing the multiple checks and planning your entire residency application in the precise way. Then only you will be in a position to secure your good residencies in United States. And discuss on the same topic which we are. So after your program shortlisting, this is the time to prepare for interviews. The best way to prepare for the interviews is to prepare with the program where which you are interested in or to the specialty in which you are interested in. All right. And the rest is what all the post interview planning you can do it, like sending the thank you letters, connecting with each other, making networkings and other stuffs. So what it covers under your entire timeline going to be. So at least prepare for your step 2 CK or step 3, whatsoever you have in your kitty. If you are preparing for step 2, so complete it as early as possible. If you're on step 3, then complete it. So what are the checks to complete? So first is step 2 and 3. Third is research, publication, presentation, and abstract. And then is clinical rotations, then volunteer and work experiences, then ERAS worksheet, which is going to be super important, then program list, and finally for your interview. Let's plan something and understand if you are new to this journey and you are a first time applicant and you are still in the process, then how your timeline going to be, at what month you have to done with what all the things. So this is your timeline. Let's have a first look and then we will jump on to the questions which you guys have in your mind. So if you are in the process of USMLE examinations, might be somebody is giving step 2 CK right now or step 3 right now. So the best target end month would be your second week of your August, because once you are done with your USMLE examinations, it might take some time to get results. And once the results comes, that will be visible in your ERAS application automatically. Okay. So when you will be applying to the programs, your transcript will be directly visible to the programs. You not need to send the individual email to all the programs. This is going to be a wrong impact on you because your application must be completed. Okay, so try to plan it on and before second week of your August so that you'll get enough time to get the result published and that will be visible over your ERAS. Then is the research and publication. So start time is nothing, but the end time would be August. Okay, so that you have the time to fill up in your class. Again, same goes to USC, but at least if you have three USCs, that would be perfectly fine. Four USCs against four letters is required for your application. But yeah, if three letters are from America and one might be from India or from your home country, that would be perfectly fine. Not a problem. Then is going to be a profile shortlisting, that is a program shortlisting. The time is not a challenge. If you are available right now, if you are done with all the above threes, so you can start finding it out, prepare your Excel sheet, and go ahead. But it should be completed till the second week of your September so that you'll get enough time to select the programs in the ERAS portal and then submit it for the actions. Documentation and review on and before 20th of September. When we talk about documentations like LORs, like personal statements, like your transcripts, your any different letters like SEL or letter of intent or something like that, that should all be done before it. Okay. Application submission before 25th because 28th of September is the deadline, but do not go for the end date. Plan it before the end date of your application so that you would have 3 days in your kitty. If any challenge, any technical error, glitch, any payment related concern is coming, you can resolve it as early as possible. And then the post ERAS submissions. The post ERAS submissions are certain steps which you have to make sure that you must do so that you will be getting a good number of interview invitations, and that will help you to boost your match results. After that, you have your interview preparation. So any point of time during your application season, at the time of your September, you can start preparing yourself for the interviews and complete with your certain mocks, and that should be done any time in between October, because commonly in the month of November and December you'll get a lot of number of you'll get a lot of interviews. Okay. And then it is going to be a post interview letter, that might be a thank you letter or something else, or building some connections, giving some insights about what you have done it. Okay. So that should be done just after your interviews as soon as possible whenever you'll be available. Start ahead and move to our next things, your planning. So stage one is going to be a planning, and your planning covers your ERAS CV. The figure out the gaps and plan your activities to get the certification and experiences. Then is your USMLE exams. Try to finish all your examinations before the application starts. Then is your networking. Attend the open house event. Any of you know what is open house event? What comes under it? Anybody has attended it? Great. Yes, meet the residents and PD. So this is going to be an online or might be an offline open house event where you would have an opportunity to meet with the program directors or attendants or a resident before the actual interview. And they would love to share what their program seems to be, what their program goal setting is, what the program wants to be, and what the program wants in you. All right. So that you must have one thing in your mind, that while having my interview with them, what should I need to showcase, what type of strengths I have to showcase to them, because their goal belongs to my strength. Okay. That's going to be a clinical experiences as much as you can grab it, doesn't matter. Grab it from India, grab it from your home country, grab it from US, all going to help you at the end. Okay. Now, what after planning? So after planning, you have to plot the things. So we have made up a complete biography of our entire journey. Now, this is the time to plot it over the system that is going to be ERAS. So let's shortlist first. Carefully review each and every program through the different sources. Your free to never be a first source, only first and the last source. Your residency explorer must not be that. Your match resident must not be that. Any of you, any of the thing, this is not going to be a first and the last option. You have to go to the multiple resources. Honestly, your eyes will be completely flooded, but you have to do it. Important thing is, if you could do, you should also connect to certain residents of the program if you find any doubt in it. If you feel like this program is like, I'm not happy with the information which is available there on the websites or anything. Let's connect to the program. You'll get the realistic information because that guy, that candidate is sitting in that particular program. Might be if you got an opportunity to connect and have a talk for just 2 minutes, get some information, get some insights, and then plan it. Because every single program took a cost. If you save 100 program application, I just give an example. Internal medicine covers 640 plus programs, prelim, categorical, and advanced everything. If you will be applying blindly on 3 to 400 programs, your cost is going to be super high. But if you do this research, probably you should be only and only eligible for 150 or 170. That's all. Out of this 640. So you do not need to go that my colleague has done 250 applications. I'll do 270 and I'll get a good results. I'll get good number of interviews. It is never be like that. The only thing which you have to make sure is careful review that will give you the actual insights. That actual insights will give you the plan which you have to execute for your shortlisting. Okay. Then is your documentations. Make sure your preceptors knows that you need an LOR. They will be uploading your LOR at the right time. Initiate the request as early as possible. Prepare your personal statement. Believe me, I have seen people write twice, thrice, 4 times their personal statement. Then they share it with their mentors and then they review it and then they give it back to them. That will take probably 17 days or even more than 10 days. That documentation work itself is a challenging role. Okay, I have seen it, one thing in this entire system where there's a very big gap, that is 17%, probably 17% of the applicants buy the token, fill the application, but did not able to submit completely because of the lagging either behind the documentation or shortlisting or right planning at the right time. Might be most of you, if you have not attended this webinar, you might have not aware about those all things. So you might be seeing like at the time of application, we'll get the list, we'll select it, and we'll just submit it. That's all. That's what our job role in the counseling is. It is not like that, guys. You have to make sure each and everything must be correct at the right place. Okay. Your interest. So share your interest towards the program via emails in the form of letter of intent that helps you to get more interviews as what we have discussed. And finally, interview practices. So interview practices might be happen in different ways. One is you can self prepare. Okay, you can be standing in front of mirror or in front of any of your good colleague, and you'll be doing the virtual training. The second thing is you can have a group session. Your 4 5 members can collaborate with each other and doing some internal sessions. The third one is take a professional and get a professional answer plotting for yourself. For example, a very common question which comes arises, tell me about yourself. So you should not tell like that myself Arshit Chaurasia and I'm a resident in India and I would be applying in your program. No, this straightforward way would not be like that. Take an insight, what they would like to listen from you, and then plot it and then execute it. Okay, and the final one is give certain mocks, at least two. Bare minimum, give two mock tests under your mentor who can give you the best insights and give it with them, those who have done this with those who are done with this journey, so that they can give you the realistic information because they have also passed, went through that particular session. So they would have a lot of insight and the ideas where you might be struggling. Okay. They would be in a position to give you the best insight about it. execution, because now we have done the complete plotting, we have submitted each and everything which we would like to submit to our program. Now program has everything about me, what I am, what I want to be, and what I'm going to be. But still there are certain things which helps you to get executed. And the first thing is your social connect. They wanted to understand what kind of personality you are. See, you have explained everything about your academics, performance, your interest and everything. But still, what kind of personality you are, that they would like to understand. Are you super social in terms of teaching and mentorship, or you're super social in terms of assisting or helping the the needy people, or what exactly you are? Are you sporty, or you are a travel guy, or what exactly the personality you have? And from you, and that would be only possible when you're socially associated with them, when they'll be able to see your Insta stories or your LinkedIn stories or something else. All right. Then again, another documentation comes. One is called letter of intent, another one is called thank you letter. Because you might get an interview from the program. This is the time to have a thank you in letter to them, so that they could still remember you at the time of filing the rank order. Here, what the most loving thing you feel about that particular interview round. What the most important, insights you have figured out in that particular event day or the interview day, and evolve yourself. Share the insights about your sessions that helps the applicant for the match. And that is what we are doing right now in the program. We're inviting lot of doctors, those who got match or those who didn't get match. They'll be coming to our platform, sharing their insights, their challenges, their problems, their portfolio as well, which will help you to get an understanding analysis to execute your journey. All right. Important fact, if you are choosing a program, what are the important factors you have to make sure? So first thing is your work-life balance. Second one is your future fellowship options. Third one is the reputation of the program. Fourth one is your geographical preference. Fifth one is your IMG friendliness. Sixth one is your program size. And the seventh one is your visa sponsorship. So these are the top important points which you have to make sure while shortlisting or planning your. Okay. Another thing is, once you're done with the interviews, what matters for the ranking? So what your interview day experiences was, that is your first thing. Overall program goodness, how the program goodness is, work-life balance, geographical preference, obviously, future fellowship opportunities, and the program reputation. One more thing is what kind of, the talk you have done in the pre-interview as well. I don't want it. Okay, which is again a part of your interview day, but it's a pre-interview day. Okay. Let's understand carefully one thing, that how to self-analyze yourself. I think this might solve a lot of your concerns and queries which you have right now about the Match 2025. So the one strategy which I would like to share with you to follow, that is the SWOT. So S stands for strength, W for your weakness, O for opportunity, and T for threat. Which is your strength, which you will be going to put in your ERAS. It might be in your interview, it might be in your application, it might be in your pre-application, anything. Strength should be where you are 100% confident that this is what I can do it. This is what I am going to present it. Second thing which you would like to write point for your weaknesses, which know this is your weakness, I can resolve it, I can rectify it, but it takes time to cover it. Okay. What is your weakness in this entire journey, which you have to rectify, try to rectify it? The third one is an opportunity. which can enhance your chance of. What do you know, if I could do one more research or one more rotation or one more volunteering or one more work experience, this might add this might be an opportunity for me to add something additional points in my ERAS application. So just add one more point here in opportunity. And the final one is your threat. Let's correct it as red, not A. So commonly named as red flag. Threat might be that you might not pass the step one in your first attempt or step two in your first attempt or have a very low score of step 2 CK. These are the threats. You can't change it. So you have to suffer from it. You have to keep it parallelly with your strength, with your weakness. So let's tonight plan your self-analysis, follow the strategy of flow, sort, plan your entire application in this four section, fill up all the entire ERAS CV under this, and then analyze it, what you should do next. What is your opportunity? How to present your strength? How to overcome from the weakness? Downgrade your threats. How to cover up your threats. That is going to be your next plan from right of today to the day of getting match. All right. So probably I'm done with each and everything. I hope this entire event gave you the lot of insights and reality about how this entire session going to be with you. Along with that, what we are additionally and going to showcase you and support you and giving you another opportunity in terms of building a network, that is the portfolio and network. So we have a concept of networking through the technology, where you would have an opportunity to connect and get the insights of their portfolios of the doctors who got match in America. So basically these are residents. Another, able to understand how your competitors. When we say competitor, that means your fellow candidates. These are not your competitors, these are your colleagues. But basically, those who will be applying for 2025 match, what kind of opportunities they have done it, so that you guys can also do something in your profile, which is going to be an opportunity for you, which might be in your surrounding, but right now you are not able to see it. Another one is find like-minded people. If you find those like-minded people, if you find the same people interested in internal medicine, family medicine, emergency medicine, neurology, surgery, or anything else, connect with them, make the bond, get assist each other, and do the best. Because see, it's not be the fight like you can alone. You need the support from each other. Okay, might be if you have something, please share to other. If somebody has something for you, please share it with them. Okay, build a professional connection. So these are the residents, connect with them, ask the questions, opportunity to connect with me. So these type of portfolios are available. Upload your query with them, probably whenever going to reply you for sure. Okay, and find the opportunities. Now how the type of opportunities you can find it out, let me quickly share you and introduce the India's first residency matching bridge with the portfolio. You can see my screen right now. We are on programinsider.in. Okay, now go to this portfolio section and the resident. Here you can simply go down and you have these residents right now with you. You can click anybody. Let's say, let's click on her MPH. So about her need. So read more. I'm a first generation physician, college graduate, and an immigrant from a family. Immigrant from my family. I moved to the United States in advance of study medicine in the medical field. So these type of complete about section of Dr. Haneed is available. You can see the scores. See, that time it was just boundary line scores. She got it by backstory. She got qualified on 2017 and currently she is in the PGY3, postgraduate year 3, going to be in year 3 in the month of July. All right, so you can see the work experience is what Dr. Harneet has done, and she's a family physician right now. She's a family medicine resident. All right, so what kind of experiences she had, work experiences, you can see here. Might be somebody of you know certain hospitals can do such type of roles. You might know such type of clinical experiences which you can add on. See the skills, what kind of skills Dr. Harneet has. Honors, achievements. These are the things which comes in your CV as well, that comes in your ERAS CV. All right. And the best part is you can attend the latest event too. So currently they have not conducted any event for today, but if whenever they'll be going to conduct, you can go ahead and attend very easily. If you would like to send any kind of an inquiry, go ahead and submit this form that will be directly went to Dr. Haneed's portfolio. Okay. And any point of time you feel to share and give the rating about Dr. Haneed, how you love the profile, what you would like to suggest. So you have an opportunity to give the rating to her. Okay. And let's meet some more. Let's see Dr. Asba as well. Such like that, we have a lot of other doctors which are available with us. So she's a resident in United States, currently in Colombia in USA. So she got matched into IM MedPed. So that is a combinational specialty which one of our student is asking. So you can connect with Dr. Asba and you can build some connections with them. This is the best time. All right. See and understand what all she had done it. Figure out certain opportunities which will enhance your journey. So I'm almost done. And any question and queries, guys, you have, so you can ask me any personalized question if you do have. So you have our team's contact number. They are happy to help you out. 6 months. Along with that, we are giving an opportunity to add on a teaching experience in your CV. So if somebody is lagging and they might not have experiences, which I know most of you don't have, 10 experiences, complete experiences. So connect to our team. They will help you to add one more experiences as a teacher or into the teaching and mentorship under the program insider. Okay, there are certain terms and conditions. Let's get associated with them and get some insight about that as well.